Hey, Dr. Tracy Knighton here, licensed professional counselor in the state of Georgia and South Carolina. And I am so glad that you stopped by my YouTube channel because I want to talk today about how you sis, can take back your power and live authentically you. I know, in this day and age, in our late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, we've given so much of our power and our truth to everybody else. And here we are trying to figure it out who we really are in this stage in our lives. Our responsibilities have changed, our focus has shifted, and here we are sitting trying to figure out what makes us happy. What don't we want to do anymore? Like, we're sitting at our jobs now going like, do I really want to do this? Because this ain't my happy place no more, you know? And so what I have found out working with the women that I work with in my private practice and my coaching programs, I've noticed that women in this stage in their lives are just like, I'm over giving all of me to everybody else. Here's the problem. I don't even know what makes me happy anymore. Yeah, they're at that stage. If I were to ask them, what brings you joy? They're looking at me like deer in the headlights. Exactly. Because they don't know themselves anymore. Outside of their titles, mom, wife, entrepreneur, outside of those titles of employee, daughter, they can't tell me anything about themselves. Why? Because for so long, they've shown up for everybody else and they don't know how to do it for themselves. So I want to share with you today several things that I share with them to help kind of spark the thought of how to take back your power and to be authentically you, like learning how to love you, how to show up for you, how to be who you really are for you and not the titles that you've worn for so many years. All right, so here's the first thing. The first thing you got to do to be able to take back your power and to be authentically you, sis, is you got to embrace your truth. Like, really sit down and be like, who am I really? At my core, who am I? Because you got to reconnect with yourself. For so long, you've been attached and connected to other people. Some of those people were good for you, and some of those people made you dim your light so they could shine brighter. Well, no more, sis. Because you are taking back your power. You are going to be authentically you, but first you got to embrace your truth. And that means you got to sit with you. You got to love on you. You got to be with you. You got to reconnect with you. You got to spend time knowing you, loving you, being with you. Sis, you've got to fall back in love with you. And it all starts with embracing your truth. If you're tired, so you're tired. If you're frustrated, so you're frustrated. If the answer is no, the answer is no. But it's got to be unapologetically because you've made so much time and created so much space for everybody else. It's time for you to do it for you, sis. Here's the second thing I want you to do. I want you to recognize your worth. Yeah. You know that beautiful chick that you see in the mirror every morning? Yeah, that chick. The one that you see every night as you're drawing your bath or creating that hot shower that you're in every night. Yeah, that chick. I want you to recognize her worth. She's amazing. She's phenomenal. She's beautiful. But here's the problem. You don't spend enough time reconnecting with her. And so you don't even recognize how beautiful, amazing, and powerful she really is. So the second thing I want you to do is I want you to recognize your worth. That means sitting down with yourself and remembering all of the amazing things that you've done for everybody else. You know how you moved heaven and earth for your son and how you moved bank accounts and switched things around and made things happen out of absolutely nothing for your daughter. You remember how you helped your husband build that business? Or heck, do you even remember how you built your own business, sis? You've got to learn how to celebrate those things in your life for you because you've done it for everybody else. And now it's the time for you to do it for you. So recognizing your worth requires you to sit back and list all of the things that you've done. It's not bragging. It's not being braggadocious. It's not actually patting yourself on the back, but it's you remembering how amazing and magical you truly are, sis. How do you take back your power and live authentically you? Here's the third one. You walk in the fullness of who you really are, sis. And again, that goes back to you reconnecting to who you really are. It means that you've got to spend time with yourself, learning how to care for yourself. Yeah, that whole self-care thing that I love to talk about, because self-care is not a luxury, it's a lifestyle. And when you walk in the fullness of who you are, you'll understand just how important self-care really is for you. The more that you care for yourself, the more that you love on yourself, the more you recognize just how valuable and how worthy you really are. And in recognizing your worth, your truth, and your fullness, the power that you really do have that you forgot that you had, that helps you to live truthfully and authentically in your way, without regret, without diminishing your light for other people, without lying to yourself about who you really are to make other people feel better about who they might not be. Yeah, I really said that. Okay, so now sis, how do you live authentically you? Well, that changes because who you are changes. I love talking about the 2.0 version of you because as we enter midlife and we go on in life, hopefully for another 30, 40 years, yeah, just turned 54. So yeah, hopefully for another 30, 40 years, here's the truth. The person I was at 17 is not the person I am today. The person I was at 25 is not the person I'm going to be in 10 years. The person I was at 38, listen, she don't exist anymore. But I can't demonize her for the choices that she made because it's in her choices and her actions that I'm the person that I am today. And in that creates the beautiful 2.0 version of me that I'm creating now. See, my life before was for other people. But in this beautiful stage of my life, my midlife, it's all about me. It's all about me being truthful to who I really am. It's all about me knowing my worth and embracing my fullness. Not for other people, but for me. This 2.0 version of us, sis, this is the amazing version because we get to live this version for ourselves. With all of our experiences, with all of our faults and our failures that made us the beautiful midlife woman we are today. You know, that 2.0 version of us? Yeah, that amazing, miracle, magical woman. So how do you take back your power? You embrace your truth, you recognize your worth, and you walk in the fullness of who you really are. Listen, I told you that self-care is not something that you do once in a while. It's not getting your lashes done, getting your nails done, getting your hair cut. It's not getting a massage. It's not going on a cruise to wherever. Those are events in your life, right? You schedule those. But self-care is something that you do every single day, right? And as you care for yourself every day, you learn that, yeah, I'm worthy. Yeah, I really am amazing. I really am magical. That's right. It's not being arrogant or conceited. It's just the truth. And that, my sis, is how you take back your power and you live authentically you. The best version of you is the version of you that's truthful to yourself. The better you are at taking care of yourself, the better you will be at showing up for other people. Now is not the time for you to put other people first. You've done that, the 1.0 version of your life. This 2.0 version is all about you being this powerful and amazing woman for yourself first, so that this powerful, amazing woman can show up for everybody else second. All right, sis. Again, thank you for stopping by my channel. Listen, if you like what you heard today in this video, I want you to hit that subscribe button. Listen, I'm going to have more videos coming out. As a woman in her 50s, we need to be having this conversation about what midlife looks like for us, particularly us Black women, sis. So hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss when I post videos. And if you have an idea of some things that you want me to talk about, in my videos as the menopause midwife, helping you give birth to your 2.0 version of yourself? Put it down in the comments. I'll be sure to read all my comments and respond. Listen, I'm trying to build this channel for you because there's nobody out there talking to us about us as we go through this stage in our lives. All right, sis, until the next video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll see you the next time.